What's up, landlords? I want to make this quick video to help you guys keep cash flowing in 2023 with the uncertainty of the market. And I got some data and some reports I found. So I'm hoping to make this video short and sweet, and then hopefully it'll be valuable and there'll be some takeaways. First things first, obviously we know that high inflation and high prices in the housing market, are slowing sales. Here's a quick article. I'll share these links with you guys explaining the sales dipping and a couple of takeaways right here. Existing home sales fell for the 10th consecutive month. And then what else? Okay, this is talking about the higher prices. The median existing home sale price rose. All right, and then this is talking about the inventory, low inventory. And if we go to Freddie Mac, we can look at the rates. The rates have been increasing both for the 30-year and the 15-year term loans, but you do see like a dip down here. So what does this mean? We don't know if they're going to continue a downward trend. And when I get into this Zillow report, they kind of talk about what the future might hold. If a recession happens, the sale prices of homes go down. So those that are currently in the high rental market right now, high rents, and if they see the housing prices fall, they're probably going to jump out of the rental market, or maybe the rates go really low. And regardless if the prices still remain high, but if the rates are really low, maybe they'll jump out of that rental market and become home buyers. All right, so let's get in here. Currently, they're saying, I guess in October 2022, it's now in December. They said like the rent rate, I guess, is, let's just say 2K. And this little bit right here is talking about if somebody makes roughly like 42,500, or let's just say somebody makes a 40,000 annual income, and if they are renting at the $2,000 rate, that's pretty much 60% of their income, which is beyond the recommended 30%, which they talk about down here. And in order for somebody to rent at the 2K rate, they need to be making and stay at the 30% amount would be, what is that? They need to make like $7,000 a month to spend 30% of their income for $2,000 a month for rent, if that makes sense. That's basically what they're pointing out here. Lower income people are spending more than half of what they make on rent. And obviously there's some pain there. That's what they're pointing out here. And they're talking about the upcoming recession, what changes what they would have in the rental market. Let's see, with the uncertainty. Oh, job losses. So like if right now we're not experiencing a lot of like job losses, so technically there's not like maybe technically there is a recession when you have like 2 quarters of low negative GDP growth or whatever, but that's like diving into the details. But right now it's not common knowledge that everybody is losing their jobs. But if something like that did happen, the rental market could be impacted severely. People can move in with family or friends or have roommates and stuff like that, and there'd be a lot of pain in the rental market. Right now, everybody's increasing rents, and there's like a high demand, and you get to have multiple applicants and stuff. But that's not forever. That's what this is pointing out. And then, oh yeah, this goes back to like if the rates come down, people that are renting will probably become home buyers. And this guy, he's an economist, the one that's like in charge of this report, is talking about, what is this? Economic uncertainty. Oh, he's saying a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. So like the current rental tenants that we have now, we should value them and try to retain them if possible. Because if you try to increase the rents and they go ahead and say, I'm out of here, it's not going to be so easy in 2023 to just get a replacement tenant. So just things to consider moving forward. Inflation, high rents, vacancies, affordability. Come on, what do we got going on here? Home prices will dip. Okay, so they think that potentially the home prices will dip. Maybe these rates will go down too, and it could change the existing rental market. Oh, and more supply is said to enter the rental market in the form of apartment construction. Exceed. Oh, so this is going to hit a 50-year high in 2022. So, oh, this is pointing out the high rents, the lump sum security deposits are becoming like a big burden for the rental tenants, and they're feeling that pain. And let's see, they're going to point out something later about reconsidering even collecting these security deposits. We'll get to that. Yeah, they're saying this competition in the rental market they don't expect to last. Affordability. Okay, 8 out of 10 renters, their number one priority is affordability. They got this good graph of breaking down everything. I'll share this stuff with you so you can take your time and go through it more and digest everything. I'm just quickly trying to hit some high points, get this out there real quick. Security deposits remain the norm, but it's that barrier for affordability. More renters now live with pets due to COVID and all that stuff, and working from home, and they're pointing out this dynamic of the change. Maybe like landlords are no pets policies. Maybe that's something to reconsider moving forward. Yeah, compared to 2018 and 2022. Takeaways. Consider the security deposits, which I don't collect security deposits anymore. I do a $500 move-in fee. I'm in Florida, so I cleared this with my real estate attorney. And there's a lot of legalities of how you handle the security deposits, and it's got to be in a non-interest bearing account, or if it does accrue interest, you have to make sure you give that back to the tenant, and you got to handle it appropriately. And then when they move out, you have a certain amount of time, and what you have to do to for letters of claiming repairs or deducting some of the security deposits and all this stuff. It's just a bunch of extra work that I like to avoid and just skip that altogether. That's just me. I don't know about you guys. So you want to make sure you're prepared and you have emergency fund and you can handle unforeseen circumstances. Also, I do allow pets. They're saying consider your pet policy, revisit that. All right, and remember, budget is a big thing. That's their primary concern. So maybe your rental properties can help appeal to that concern, that pain that they have. So like if you have low flow toilets or water faucets and stuff with like the low flow aerators and stuff like that, you can maybe point that out and explain that they can save on water, or maybe you provide some utilities for them to reduce that burden. Also lighting and stuff. You could upgrade your lighting. Just something to consider. I'm not going to go into that too much. All right. Okay, renters are expecting to do more online, signing leases and paying rent and stuff online, digital footprint. I'm all about leveraging your digital space to your advantage to be more efficient and save you time as a landlord. And look, the rental tenants want this. They expect it, especially the lower or the younger generation. Applications online, fewer in-person tours. So that's unique. Now we don't have to expect to place a tenant after they physically view the property. There are people that are perfectly content with seeing a video tour of it, and they know the area. They maybe they're in a bind. They're willing to commit to this without actually physically walking the property. So maybe consider doing some virtual tours, some good footage of your properties, so those that can't be there in person are still viable candidates that could potentially be a renter, and don't exclude them just because they're not local. Maybe they're out of state, but they're moving down soon. Nearly a quarter of recent renters took 0 in-person tours. So that's a quarter of those out there didn't even go see the property before they became a rental tenant. This trend is likely indicated increased importance of robust, comprehensive listings. So take your listings serious. Raise in electronic lease signing. Yeah, definitely. You should be doing e-signatures for sure. Online applications. Yes, all that should be online. You should be able to collect your payment online. And here's something you might want to reevaluate. How much are you collecting right now for an application fee? It's pointing out that 40 to 59. I think mine's at 35. I might consider increasing mine, because you're going to have fewer applicants, but maybe more high quality if you do a good virtual kind of tour, and they'll be more serious. So increasing that might be a good thing. Demand of online rent payments tick up. Yep. Online takeaways. Okay, good viewing. This is virtual tours are pointing out. Digital convenience, reduce friction. Mobile friendly. Yeah, definitely have a website that's mobile friendly. What do we got? I'm almost done. Come on, let's move. All right, 2023 will likely be different. The U.S. faces economic uncertainty, fear of recession, blah, blah, blah. Things to consider moving forward. Everything I pointed out here. Okay, so yeah, so these rental tenants that we have now could easily just flip and become home buyers. So yeah, so if you have a tenant who's paying on time and they want to move out because you hike the rent, maybe it's something to consider. Maybe go back to the negotiation, back to the table, and say, hey, is there any way we can keep you? Maybe try to incentivize them to sign like 2-year leases. Maybe you can reduce the rental rate. And that's it, I guess. I don't know. I hope this is helpful for you guys. That's it for me for now. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.